When I was pregnant with Gemma, I would take my oldest daughter to her theater class and we would drive by PCH. On every drive that I would go, I would think like there are probably children who are dying and parents who are losing their kids. And I would pray, but I don't think I could have ever imagined that I would be there in like 3 or 4 months.
New Year's Eve 2023. Ricky and Shanae Fisserer found out they'd be adding the 5th and final member to their family. Already with 2 adorable girls, Relly and Brinley, Gemma was coming into the world in August of 2024.
That pregnancy was actually more emotionally difficult because I had a feeling that something was going to go wrong, and I did not feel that way with either of my past 2 pregnancies.
Besides a feeling, Shanae's pregnancy was very routine. They were even planning a home birth, but in the week she was due, Shanae had abdominal pains and migraines, and Gemma's heart rate kept spiking.
Her birth was not what we expected.
Shanae's 2 other girls were born with no medications, but this time, the doctors performed a C-section.
I felt afraid.
The operation was a success, and Gemma was born August 16th at 6 pounds, 14 ounces.
I remember like climbing back into my hospital bed and like Ricky giving her to me and being like, oh, like we finally got her. Like I finally got her. And we're gonna take her home.
For a few days with a full family, there was nothing but hugs and bliss.
This one is of Relly, our oldest, holding Gemma. And that's your favorite memory too, isn't it?
And she sleep.
And she
Did
slept,
she sleep
yeah.
on you?
Yeah.
But on Thursday, they noticed Gemma wasn't eating and called the pediatrician.
They said it's probably time to go back to the hospital. I think I like sat on our couch and was like, they're gonna take her from me. Like, I'm not gonna get her back. Like, they're gonna take her from me. I think I just knew like something was really wrong.
Gemma was admitted to the emergency room at Banner Health and only got worse over the next couple of days.
I just like noticed she wasn't looking at me anymore. Like she was kind of looking past me. And it was like basically right then that she went into her first cardiac arrest.
Gemma developed a bacterial infection and became septic. Her body was attacking itself.
It was terrifying. Like we were in the room as like you hear the escalation of the doctors and the concern going on and being like, oh, like she could die right now.
To get Gemma life-saving treatment, they had to life flight her to Phoenix Children's Hospital.
Seeing her take off in a helicopter. Yeah, that was hard. And they're like, she's really sick. This is the last ditch effort to save her, is to put her on ECMO.
For babies or children that are at their sickest, the surgeon will put in some big tubes in their body and it removes blood, gives it oxygen, and then puts it back into the body.
Christina Salisbury is the ECMO manager at PCH. She says this machine allows the body to rest for the sickest patients. However, it comes with a 60% survival rate.
That's what's hard about ECMO and why we don't offer it to everyone, because it comes with a lot of risks, especially risk of bleeding.
I remember looking out the window of her hospital room and like seeing the cars on the highway just driving by and thinking like they have no idea what's happening in my life right now, that like my daughter's dying behind me.
For a short time, the hospital became home as Ricky and Shanae waited. It was soon full of about 35 friends and family.
Our waiting room was full that day. Throughout all of this, we had people from our community trying to drop off cots, dropping off pillows and blankets and food, and like we were not alone. All of those people not only loved and cared for us, but they loved Gemma.
It's just heavy. So having all those people with us to process and to cry and to pray, and that was, deeply helpful.
For a day and a half, Gemma was on ECMO as Shanae and Ricky tried to live life by her side.
And I was just laying there and I was like, I should probably get up, go like kiss her or like touch her again. Because you can't hold them when they're on ECMO. But, and I was like, but I'm so tired, like I don't want to get up out of bed. And then I just heard the Lord kind of say, like, I'm gonna take her tonight. Like, I want you to get up. I just remember like sitting there and like singing these songs and like praying, God, I want you to start her heart. Like, I don't want you to take her. Her heart during the night lost like all electric activity. And I was just like, so there's nothing else you can do? And she's like, no, like that's it.
Gemma passed away at 10 days old, only around for a short time, but still loved by so many.
This is them around us as we're saying goodbye to her before we handed her to the nurse. And she took her in the elevator.
Not long after Gemma's passing, Shanae was ready to take her hurt and try to help others during their darkest moments.
Just in the ways that Christ entered our darkness and our community entered our darkness, I think we're supposed to do that.
Her kind of hurt was, what about the people that don't have that support?
While still grieving, Ricky and Shanae created Gemma's Relief Project, a nonprofit to give parents these care kits, coming with everything parents need if they find themselves living in an ECMO room.
A deck of playing cards. Sometimes people are there for months with their kids on ECMO.
These kits also come with journals, earplugs, chapstick, wireless earbuds, books, sleeping mask, blankets, feminine products, toiletry bag, and yes, even a coloring book.
I know, I'm a grown woman. I still have that coloring book, and he saw it and he was like, that's what you're excited about? I was like, this is a really genius idea. It helped my mind for sure.
Tiara and Ben Vian are parents to their only child, Danielle. The first 18 days of Danielle's life was spent in a hospital, 4 of them on ECMO. While waiting, Ben and Tiara used a hope kit from Gemma's Relief Project until finally Danielle was healthy enough to leave.
Nice to meet you. This is Danielle.
Oh, hi.
Are you okay? I wish they had a similar story, I think. It was good to talk to them and just know that they understand where we were. But I'm still heartbroken for them.
I'm often the one to hand these to the families, and they are typically overwhelmed and so excited to get something for them. It really brings them a lot of joy in their worst moments.
Also bringing joy to the hospital staff.
They're just getting a lot of positive feedback and an opportunity to connect with parents, not giving them some sort of terrible news.
Gemma's Relief Project started dropping off kits in March of this year and has dropped off more than 25 hope kits, 15 compassion kits, plenty of blankets, and more.
When Gemma died, I think we had just prayed that God would squeeze every ounce of redemption out of her life and story. Well, there's really no peace in a NICU or a PICU that there's this thing that can be this hope or at least some sort of object of like care towards people when peace just feels like it doesn't exist.